Well, well, well. Turns out I am in IT. Alright, so internet was just down, but that's okay. We went and made sure we hit the off switch and then turned it back on again, and here we are. So let me just make sure all is good with the audio and everything. All right, sounds good. So, interesting thing here, I didn't have time to change the picture of the car, but luckily, as you guys can see, this is pretty much the exact same car. It's a little bit different. We have the white spoiler instead of the black spoiler that was on the previous car we made. The difference between this one and that one as well, we have a blue Goodyear that goes over the fender well, so that's a little bit different. The B-post does not have that center decal, it just has the top Ford and the RD on the bottom. And then on the C-post, there is a special decal, it's this one right here. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, aside from that, the car is pretty much exactly the same. So, oh, and the contingency decals on the door and on the nose are a little bit different than the previous car. So I didn't change what the picture is that you guys are seeing, but that's okay. It's basically the same car. I have up on my other screen over here a picture of the actual car, very similar. So my reference pictures can be, oh, and I forgot, the main difference from that paint scheme to this one is this metal X. We'll blow this up to big screen. This metal X here goes down the quarter panel, and that's the sponsor for the car. So, yeah, so far looking good. All right, so I guess we'll just start getting into it then. I plan on trying to get this whole car done. We're gonna hopefully get that done in the 2-hour window. So hopefully you guys are having a good evening on this Friday night. Unlike the last stream, C-post was a skull or something. Yeah, hey, hey. Yeah, it is. Here, I'll bring it real close to the camera. It says YAARAB, Director Staff. Whoop. Come on. There we go. It's still not that clear. Yeah, I don't really know what that is, but it's there. We have it. It will go on the car. Yeah, I know the decals all being laid out. So this week I was actually a little proactive as opposed to what I was doing last week, and I was able to get the decals all cut out ahead of time so you can see them all here. And all we have to do is dip them in the water, slap them on the car. You put that one on? That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited to get this one to you. Unfortunately, you didn't have any more top fives the rest of the year, so this is our last car for the year that you'll be getting. It kept wanting to peel off. Well, it looks like it stayed on for most of the race. So I tried reaching out to Susie to see if she had a picture of Ryan, and she never responded to me. So that made me sad, but maybe she'll get to it eventually. I want to make you guys custom boxes for these cars, partially because I really like this paint scheme, and I can incorporate the the lines into the box design. So if she doesn't respond, I'll probably just use a picture of Ryan off the internet and get something that looks pretty close. I'll probably have the Phoenix 2 car made later. Like the 41 car. The, what was it Sam Mayer that he replaced? I don't even remember his name. I'll have to talk to the decal supplier about the foil numbers. Unless you're talking about the 39 car for Kyle. Because he ran a good race. Kyle ran a pretty good race. But yeah, if you want that Stuart Haas or Haas factory team, whatever they call themselves now, if you want that car, the 39, okay. Yeah. I think he ended up finishing 12th, right? Kyle did. Was Kyle's name even on the car, or did they leave Ryan's name on the car? I don't remember. But I remember him passing Ryan on track in the 41 and just cracking up. It must have been something for Ryan to see his own car pass him. That must have been quite the phenomenon. But yeah, I think Kyle finished 12th, if I remember correctly. I was very disappointed in the outcome of that race. Specifically for Ryan, as we've discussed. But the good news for me is that making the decals for that shouldn't be too difficult. I'm assuming you got reference pictures and all that, so we'll figure that out at some point. I said I'm not taking any more requests this year, and this year ends in like a month and a half, so so it looks like I'm already +1. I don't remember top 10s, like top 5s. All Ryan on the car. Okay, so it'll be pretty similar to this one then. It won't be too difficult or too different, and it won't be too difficult for me to make the decals either then, if that's the case. I don't remember top 10s with like top 5s to go, but yeah, he was running pretty good. Which only makes me wonder what Ryan could have done had he been in his own car that race. Not that he didn't run well in the 41. It just seemed like it took him about the entirety of the first two stages to kind of get a handle on that car. But once they did, they were marching forward. He just got nuked by Christian Eckes for whatever reason. Missing the corner or whatever he said. But yeah, Ryan was busy. Yeah, I kind of figured. I had a feeling that's what his general feelings were. That's got to be such a strange phenomenon, seeing your car get passed, or your car pass you. But yeah, so glad that you're here hanging out on a Friday night. You chose the stream to spend some time here. I appreciate it. Watch your car get made. It's pretty cool. So there's a few things that I have to fix on it, but that's okay. I won't explain them. You'll never even know. You'll never even know. But yeah, this paint scheme has grown on me a lot. Probably because I've seen it so much lately. I'm hoping you guys get a win next year. I'm hoping. Hopefully Lionel makes it. If not, I'll definitely make it. I think it'd be a pretty popular win. Probably like at Las Vegas or something. Gosh dang, can't get this one to. Vegas he runs well. Well, it's changing for 2026. What's changing for 2026? I know one thing that's changing for next year. You sent me a graphic. I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss that. There aren't really that many people watching, so it wouldn't really be breaking news, but my reference picture just disappeared. What? That's interesting. When my internet was out, the whole paint scheme, is it changing from what you sent me? Or is that what you're talking about? Because you did send me the render for next year. What the heck? That's bizarre. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, because I know you sent me the rendering of the updated paint scheme. It's a little bit different than this one. I still like it. It's just different. No, what I sent you is official. Okay. So we're going to have to do a whole redesign of my decal sheets. So if you could get me like the Adobe Illustrator file or whatever file format that they use for that, I'd appreciate it. That'd help out a ton. Then I can kind of be a little bit proactive and start getting the design done for the diecast. So then once we make a car, it'll just be plug and play and I can just order it. I also like, I don't know what I'm allowed to discuss and what I'm not allowed to discuss. Let me just say that I like the direction. I like the direction that you guys went when I was talking to Rod at Watkins Glen. I think you were on pit road or something. He was kind of explaining to me that was the decision they were looking to go. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'll help me out a ton. I can't remember how we made these decals last time. I think you sent me a PSD file, which wasn't ideal. I know, like, when I made Cody's car for the Timcast ones, he sent me an Adobe Illustrator file, and that was a lot easier to work with. It had, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it had all the graphics and everything in a better format than the PSD file. So yeah, whenever, you don't have to do it like right away, but whenever you get time. And I'm sure the car will probably change a little bit race to race, but at least I can get a little bit of a head start on the design work if I find some free time, because I've actually almost caught up on all of my projects right now pertaining to this channel and the cars. So I have this one for you. I'll get it. Oh, sweet. I appreciate that. That's a huge help. You don't even know. That's a big, big help. Yeah, but this car that I'm making for you, I have Ryan's Phoenix car for him that I'm working on, or that I have yet to work on. And then I have one more for Jason Alexander that I'm working on, and then that is all of the cars that I owe people, aside from Cody's like 50 cars. So I'll finally have a little bit of time this off season to kind of catch up and, I don't know, reorganize and get ready for next year. I do still have to finish Ross Chastain's truck from his 2022 Charlotte win. I got to work on the decals for that. That one's kind of one that I've just kind of been picking at here and there when I find time. 5 more projects by next week. Listen, I hope that's not the case. I don't want... It's a good problem to have. Another driver did reach out to me, but I haven't heard back from him. Actually, 2 more did. Haven't heard back from them in a little bit. So, yeah, I'm always working on something. I know. So, yeah, we'll see. The good news is they're not racing in the off season, so I can't be making top 5 cars. But those will be right around the corner. It'll happen. But yeah, so paint scheme's a little different. Who were the drivers? One was an ARCA truck driver, Caleb Costner, reached out to me. And then there was another driver who was, I think he's like 18. I think he's in the ARCA West series. I think what was his name? Monty Tipton, I think was his name. So no competition for your cars. You're still the lone Xfinity driver team that I'm working with. But yeah, but I haven't heard back from those two guys in a little bit, so I'm sure they'll reach out at some point again if they want cars. But it was funny, the Monty was like, "Hey, I want these 2 cars made. Can you get them done by Christmas?" I'm like, not this year's Christmas, maybe next year. It was just kind of funny. So yeah, I haven't heard back from those guys in a little while, which is fine. But yeah, so inevitably I'll end up picking up more projects at some point. I know the one guy, I just finished the Chevy Blazer that I made for a guy, and he wants the Chase Elliott car. I don't know what you're laughing about. Either those drivers or my response to him not getting that car by Christmas. But yeah, it was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It did crack me up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you don't maybe not fully understand the process. I'm also pretty busy. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. He wants me to make him a Chase Elliott. Chase ran a Coca-Cola paint scheme. I think it was in 2024. And that paint scheme, he wants it on... Have it done by him. Yeah, exactly. He wants the Chase Elliott paint scheme done by... It was a... He wants it painted in the same color that the Blazer was. So let me pull up a picture. Look at this. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, it was this car. I'm gonna probably crash my computer again. This thing's like running so slow. I should probably just get a better computer. But yeah. So it was this car. That Coca-Cola red car. And he wants it in the same color as his Blazer was painted. So it's a pretty simple paint scheme. Decals are already available for it. So I'll probably take this one on pretty quickly and have a pretty quick turnaround with it. There's 2 sets of decals available. You can get them from 2 different places, Mike's Decals and Print It. So I haven't decided if I want to get one set or both sets just to try them both out. Yet to be seen. But yeah, so that's another project that I do know for sure is coming. Other than that, don't really have too many other projects going on or planned. Oh, do you want a custom box? I would assume, yeah. I'm getting pretty good at them. I did reach out to an actual like cardboard box producing company up here by me, and I haven't heard back from them in a while. That's not what I do right now. What I do now is a little different. But yeah, I think if you want a custom box, I plan on making it anyway. I'm not gonna charge you anything extra, but you might like it. The only problem is they're not as sturdy, so I have to kind of use a little bit of reinforcement from the old box, cut them up, put them inside, tape them in. It makes them a little bit more sturdy, so I do like that, but it's not perfect. So I'll probably just do it anyway. I wish I could pull up the images on the laptop that I'm streaming from, because I do all of the work for the boxes and decals on my other laptop, and I could show you. I don't think I have any pictures on this laptop that I could easily get, but that's fine. That's up to you. I was planning on doing it for Ryan for his 2 cars, so I'll probably just do it for yours as well. I mean, unless you just like throw the boxes away or don't really care too much about them. Because I know that was something Cody asked about, because he was sending his to Tim Pool, and I don't know what he was going to do with it. He was going to show it on his show or whatever, who knows. But he asked to have the box nice and looking spiffy. And then whenever I made them for Jason Alexander, he liked the custom boxes as well. So, like I said, I planned on doing it for Ryan's cars, so I might as well just I keep the boxes. Okay, yeah, I'll make you one. Then you could say this is cool, or I don't like it, don't make any more. Because yeah, like I said, the only drawback of me making them is they're a little bit more flimsy than the real ones. Actually, I'm probably gonna, it's been about a month since I've heard back from that company, so I might reach out to them. Probably, maybe I'll send them an email tomorrow and say, you know, what the heck. Because it would be pretty nice to just do all the design work, send them the file, and then go pick them up. They're only about an hour from my house, which isn't too bad. Like, I can make that drive. And I have a feeling that I'll be making more cars next year. Probably. Cody's probably going to want more next year. I'm sure Jason, if he gets some races, he'll probably want some next year. Sounds like you're going to want some next year. Maybe Ryan will as well. So if I'm making that many cars, it would be nice to have, you know, have the boxes be, I guess, more professionally made than what I do right now. Not that they're not good, but it is quite the process. So yeah, maybe I'll reach out to them tomorrow. I keep all my boxes too. I have a, it's funny. So I'm sure, well, actually, I don't know. Have you seen my channel video of the basement update and how I just have like a bajillion cars on the walls? If you have, you'll understand that I'm kind of crazy. But if you haven't, I suggest you check it out after the stream. I have an entire closet down in the basement simply dedicated to the boxes of the cars. They have to go somewhere. So I have a whole closet just dedicated to the boxes. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of a necessary thing. You have, yeah. So all of those cars obviously have boxes associated with them. Or at least most of them do. I would say 99% of them do. There were a few that I've picked up that didn't have boxes with them. But yeah, most of them do. So all of those are in a closet. It's a huge waste of space, but it kind of is what it is. Like, I can't really... I'm not going to not keep the boxes. Like, I have to keep them in case I ever wanted to sell the cars or sell one or two or whatever. Like, the boxes do add value. So I couldn't just get rid of all of them, but it does take up a lot of space. Yeah, I don't have I don't have room for a lot more. But yeah, I do have room for some. I do have to get rid of some of my William Byron cars. When he won it, what was it, Atlanta in 2023, that car was very close to not making mock. And so I bought every single version of that car that I could. And now I'm like, I probably don't need all of them. So I have the color chrome, I think I got the dual autographed, I got the color chrome, I got liquid color, I got the arc, I got the elite. I got every single possible version of that car that I could to try and help it get made. And it did, which is good. So William Byron has had every single one of his cars made. Every single one of his Cup Victories cars made, which is nice. I can't say that about like Jeff Gordon or no, Ross has had every one of his wins made. Ross has had every single one of his wins except one truck made. He has, let me look. He has 2 Xfinity wins, and he has 5 Truck Series wins. And one of those Truck Series wins wasn't made. So, unfortunately, I have to make it because it wasn't made, but it's all right. But yeah, there aren't many drivers that have like multiple wins that you could say each of their cars have been made. So that's kind of cool about Ross. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 Cup wins, and the 6th win is his Coke 600 one from this year, and I'm waiting on that to come in. I did get the gold version of that car, by the way. I'll probably keep it. There was a guy that was asking if I was going to sell it, and I was a little bit on the fence, but I think I'm going to end up keeping it because I do have William Byron's gold cars as well. So, yeah. The only ones I don't have for William Byron are his truck wins because they were not made at all. So that's a project that I started a while ago, but I haven't gotten back around to working on. So maybe someday I'll get back to it, but right now that one's kind of on the shelf because I got all these other cars for people I'm working on, which is fine. Again, it's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. So, yeah. But I do love this 39 paint scheme. An interesting thing about the Indianapolis car is this Z that goes on the rear quarter panel is actually down quite a bit compared to the other one. So let's throw these on. Next year's paint scheme is changing, so that'll be cool. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Oh, did you guys see today's video? I thought it was a pretty good one. Let me check the analytics on it. Didn't really do all that well. Let's see. 22 views, 3 likes, not too bad. Well, those are decent numbers. Oh, one cool thing that I saw today, totally unrelated from racing, is that the MLS next year. Whoa, what's up? Smoke in the house. Glad to see ya. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. One thing that I saw today, which was kind of cool, is next year MLS is going to be 100% on Apple TV, and that is and with no extra paywall or anything like that. So this year, if you have Apple TV, you also have to buy MLS Season Pass for another like $12 or something. I don't know how much Apple TV is just in general, but whatever the cost is, you then have to purchase on top of that MLS Season Pass to get all of the games. Whereas like if you have Peacock, Peacock allows you to do whatever shows or movies or whatever's on that platform, right? And the Premier League, they have all of their games on there. Most of them are live. Yes, I don't know. I think your wait really is in response to the MLS thing, but yeah, Peacock has all of the Premier League matches on it. Most of them are live, and most of them are live, and then all of them you can go back and watch like the next day. So even if it was on USA or NBC, the next day you can go back and watch it on Peacock in its entirety. And MLS was on Apple TV, but you had to get MLS Season Pass to watch it, and you had to pay extra. So next year, I just got this email today from the Columbus Crew that they said next year they're going to the business model where all of the games will be on Apple TV without having to have the subscription. So I am considering getting Apple TV for next year. Yeah, I agree. If there was I watched a video about the study of the numbers for the games, and when they were on Fox, because I think Fox had an MLS contract, and when the games were on Fox, I don't remember how many average viewers they were getting per game, but the video that I watched went over it. When it went exclusively to Apple TV with the MLS Season Pass, the numbers on average per game dropped. And so the video that I watched was talking about like, well, are they playing the long game? Because they signed the contract that MLS signed with Apple TV is like, I think it was like a 10-year contract, which is crazy. Go Hammers. Wrong league. That's the Premier League. But yes, I agree. Go West Ham. Come on, you Irons. But yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to that next year because, well, one, my hometown team, the Columbus Crew, we've gone to ton of their games. I mean, my water bottle, the Crew. I like watching them. It'll be sad though since Darlington Nagbe retired, but yeah, it'll be fun to watch those games. And then also Messi plays for Miami, the best player to ever play the game. So it'll be fun to watch his games because, yeah, he's getting up there in age. I think he's like, what is he, 36 now? 35, something like that. So he's getting up there, but it'll be cool to be able to watch those games if we end up deciding to get MLS Season Pass or MLS on Apple TV. So, yeah, Robert, I don't know if you're a MLS fan or a soccer fan. It kind of sounds like that from your weight. Really, that's great, which that's pretty cool. I appreciate that fandom because I'm a pretty big soccer fan myself. Now I wonder, is your team Charlotte FC? I think it's Charlotte FC. Go Orlando City. Oh, okay, Orlando City. Interesting about Orlando City. So my sister, shout out, she worked at the Walt Disney Company down in Orlando. And so she is a little bit of an Orlando City fan herself. She's an Ohioan, so she's a little bit more crew oriented, but she likes Orlando City as well. So that's pretty cool. I wonder why you like Orlando City. Because I think their jerseys are purple, aren't they? Or something like that. I think we were going to go to the game when they were up in Columbus. Big soccer fan. Nice. MLS and Premier League. All right, the most important question of the day. So you already said Orlando City. That's fine. I don't hate them. Who's your Premier League team? This could make or break. I could stop working on this car right now. We got to hear. What are those colors? Is that yellow and red? Yellow and purple? Should be yellow and black for the crew. Hold on. We're waiting on Robert's response about the Premier League. Grew up in Orlando. Been going. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. I respect that. I like that. So, homegrown Orlando City fan. Have they been in the league since 2012? That's crazy. Is that true? Yeah, you're not going to. Liverpool. That's it. I'm done. I'm ending the stream. This car is, it's never making it to its destination. I will smash it with a hammer. That's it. I will use my West Ham hammer to smash it. Oh, Robert. Oh, man. What a tragedy. Okay, I knew they were an expansion team. I just didn't know what year. Okay, so 2015. Oh, Liverpool. Oh, I don't know. That one hurts. Liverpool. There has to be some sort of reason behind Liverpool. So I will hear you out because, granted, my other team is Manchester United in the Premier League. So I grew up primarily a Manchester United fan, and then was that their first? Oh, that's a cool story to have. I was born the same year the crew became an MLS team in 1996, but that was when MLS first started. But Motley Crue. So West Ham is pretty closely tied with Iron Maiden, so that's kind of cool. I know they're adjacent music genres. I grew up because I played soccer when I was younger, so I liked Messi with Barcelona, so I was a big Barcelona fan. I liked Ronaldo when he was on Manchester United. So growing up, I was a Manchester United fan, pretty big Man U fan. Oh yeah, I gotta fill this in. By the way, that's absolutely no reason. Picked one at random in 2019 stuff. That's even worse. All right. I guess that's fine. I can't hate you for that. At least you didn't pick them because they were Sunderland. Dude, Sunderland has had a great season. Talking about promoted sides, I agree. I would love to see what they can do the rest of the year. I don't love Arsenal, but if Arsenal has to win the league to kind of keep Man City away from it and Liverpool, that's fine with me. If Sunderland can pull off a 15-16 style Leicester City and somehow win the league, that would be best case scenario for me. Then I wouldn't feel so bad for West Ham losing their opening match against them 3-0. I'm still hoping that West Ham doesn't get relegated. That would be nice. But yeah, Sunderland is off. They're off to a great start this season. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty annoying. Whoever taped this car off, just like the last time I made this one, I got that wrong. So I played soccer from when I was 6 until 17. Nice. All right. I like it. I like it. Respect. Now, what did you play? What was your position? Because I played from, I think, when I was 4 up until like a couple years ago, and I was like 26, 27. So I played for a long, long time. And I played everywhere. I've played forward. I've played every single defensive position. I've played in the midfield. The only position I never really played was winger. I didn't love being a winger, but yeah, I've even played goalkeeper, much to my detriment. But yeah, I think we talked about the Premier League in the last stream too. Defense mostly. Okay. Yeah. So I'm assuming you played in high school then. 6 to 17 would be high school. Occasionally midfield if needed. Yeah, I didn't play in college. Well, I didn't play for college necessarily. I played in college. We started the club team at the University of Akron, and that was a good time. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, never played at a higher level than club in college. So, well, cool. Now we can have conversations about the Premier League. Do you watch every weekend? Okay, of course, this weekend they're on international break, but and the Crew got knocked out of MLS Cup. Also, the Crew, or the MLS next year, they're making huge changes. They're going from whatever season format they have now, where it starts, I think it starts in March, maybe late February, early March, and goes all through the summer, and then ends in December, to basically align themselves. Try to watch. Nice. I like that. We'll probably have a lot more conversations about Premier League, and maybe MLS. But now they're going to basically every other format in the world, where they go from basically, I think August is when the Premier League starts. So they go from August to May. And the only thing that I don't like about what MLS is going to is they are having like a month and a half winter break. I don't think the Premier League has that long of a break. They have a couple international breaks, and I think they have like 2 weeks off. Maybe it's 3 weeks, but I don't think it's a whole month, because they have that whole January transfer window. So, yeah, I like the changes that MLS is making. The only thing that would like make next season perfect is if they went to a relegation promotion system like every other league and got rid of the playoffs. But that's probably not going to happen with the season Liverpool has had so far. Listen. From a West Ham fan, you have no room to talk. I'm pretty sure Liverpool is still in the top, at least 8. They're still in the top half of the table. West Ham has been bottom of the table, aside from Wolves, for like the majority of the season. And West Ham has gone through 3 managers in the last year and a half. So I don't want to hear this woe is me Liverpool talk about, losing a couple games. You know, West Ham's barely won anything this year. But yeah, I like MLS making the change to more align their schedule with traditional soccer leagues around the world, football leagues around the world, and then also going to the whatever you want to call it, full season Apple TV broadcast schedule. Interesting. West Ham has that. You're telling me. Interesting thing about the Z on this car. So here, let me pull up. West Ham went from winning the Conference League in 2023 to in a relegation battle of their life right now. This Z is down further on this car than what was on the Phoenix car. Also, now that I look at the picture, I'm gonna have to change something. We're gonna have to bring this back a little bit. Yeah, so we visited London Stadium in 2023, and that was kind of when we became bigger West Ham fans. Like, I always kind of knew of them. I always liked them. I always liked the smaller clubs. Like, I always say that I'm a Manchester United fan, so, like, one of the biggest clubs in the world. But I always also liked the smaller clubs, too. What did I put it on? Yeah. That's okay. It makes for a unique diecast. That's what we'll say, right? So, yeah, the Z is pretty far down. It's not quite. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe in a little bit. Hey, you should start doing that for cars next year. Like, put super unique random features all over them. And if you guys get a top 5 or win, then you'll have a really cool diecast and be like, yeah, I put that sticker on or something. You could put some of my stickers on the car. That would be cool. Could you imagine like a diecast driven logo on the B post or something? Not that I'm advocating for that, but that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Also, I think the Z might be upside down on this car as well. So, here, okay. Did you use the Phoenix and Martinsville noses to end the year? Oh, okay. I think you put this Z upside down also because, like, if you look at the Phoenix car that's on the screen right now, the shadow behind the Z is on the back of the Z. But if you look at, and I don't have it, but I'm looking at the reference picture. Did you see the Martinsville and Phoenix noses? See, not use. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But the shadow on the Z for this one, yeah, it's in front. So it's another unique thing. So I think you put it on upside down. Don't tell anybody, but I think it's kind of funny. So that's another unique aspect about this particular car. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's pretty good there. You were just making unique cars, that's all. You just wanted to make them look different. I don't think I have a reference picture of the passenger side. Actually, you might have sent it to me. Let me look. Because now I wonder if the passenger side X is also upside down. Let me look real quick. I don't remember if you emailed them to me or texted them to me. Let's see. Okay, so the X shadow is also in front. Like, let's see. So that's neat. I forgot that I had these pictures. You could get me talking Premier League any day, all day, every day. That, and I mean, I talk a little bit about the MLS, but not as much. Obviously, with the Crew being my hometown team and Messi coming to MLS, that was a big thing. Like, that's super cool that Messi's in MLS. Also, I did the same thing with this. So this this needs to be back further. So we're just gonna have to peel this back up. I try to make the car as accurate as I can for you. For anybody. Not just you, but for anybody. So let's get this lined up a little bit better there. It's kind of hard to tell unless you put the decals on at the same time. And I don't really like to do that because they're layered. The only way to get them to go on at the same time would be to kind of overlay them on the sheet together. But yeah, looking at the reference picture, the shadow's in the front of the X on the side as well, so that's kind of funny too. And then it kind of bends up. And this one, the bottom of the X just touches the bottom of the quarter panel. Just like that. Fun, fun, fun. Also, I'm not really sure how these numbers work on YouTube because on this screen it says I have 2 concurrent viewers. On the other screen it says I have 5. Yes, and not playing in Saudi Arabia. Ooh, shots fired at Ronaldo. True. I think he's in Saudi Arabia, right? I mean, Messi's better than Ronaldo regardless. Like, I don't know if we need to have that debate. I don't think it's even a debate. But, yeah, I am much more happy with Messi deciding to come over to play in the U.S. I've seen some things about the Saudi League. Okay, he texted. All right, I'll take a look at him. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know about Ronaldo in the Saudi League. I've seen some things where some of the goals he scored were like I don't know. They were kind of questionable. But you know, Ronaldo's good. You can't say that he's not good. Messi is the best. There's no debate. Messi is the best player to ever play the game. That's just his IQ is so much higher than everybody else's. The way he plays the game, the way he makes players around him better. He's like the Michael Jordan of soccer. Like, he makes the players around him better. Not that I watched Jordan play, but yeah, it's not necessarily my opinion. That opinion's shared by a lot of people. Holy cow, well, now I have to look up, hold on. Does the nose of this car that we're working on even have those spikes? It doesn't. Holy cow. So the nose of this car that we're working on doesn't even have the spikes that come off of it. So it's supposed to have, man, we're learning all sorts of things tonight. Oops. It's supposed to have these 2 spikes that come off of it. There and there. But it doesn't on the Indianapolis car. That's kind of fun. So I guess I don't need those. I guess I don't need these ones. You know, now that I'm working on this car, and it's funny too, because I like pour over the details of all of these cars when I'm doing the design work for the decals to make sure I get them right. It's kind of funny how many things I missed when I was doing this, but like, it doesn't really matter because it's an omission. But bro, yeah, whoever wrapped this Indianapolis car, I don't know. Ain't yeah. Oh man, this is a fun stream. We're having fun. That's funny. Well, let me take a look at here. Let me put these decals in the water because I want to see what you sent me. Hey, attention to detail. You gotta have it. Okay, let's see. So what cars were these? These were the Phoenix and Martinsville cars. I wrapped the nose of both cars. Normally it's mostly black. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, you got the... Whoa. Those are the like super long spikes you got on the nose of that car. It's too bad you didn't get a top 5 in either of those. They're not gonna don't let anybody from Ryan Sieg Racing watch this stream. They're not gonna let you wrap any cars next year. Do you think anybody else noticed? Or do you think we're discovering all of these things for the first time? Like I said, this is a fun stream. We're learning. We are learning all of the stuff. I got 12 likes on one of my tweets today. I think that was like one of the most likes I've ever got. Mainly because Cody retweeted it, but if they noticed, they didn't tell you. Hey, maybe nobody noticed, so you got away with it. Like I said, maybe next year you should put some random stuff on the car, like different spots. Nothing egregious, like you couldn't take this X and put it sideways. That would be too obvious. I was planning on making myself the Watkins Glen car because that's where I met you guys. If I make the Watkins Glen car for myself, I know Ryan got involved in the wreck and tore it up and everything, but if I make it, the next time I see you guys, I want to get Ryan to sign the windshield, and then you get to sign the back glass. If you want to. You don't necessarily have to, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm kicking around the idea of coming back to Watkins Glen next year. But we're planning on going to some World Cup games, so that's going to be like the big vacation. So we'll see. Nice. Have you practiced your signature? You're gonna have to start, because you got one attempt, one shot at signing the car. You can't mess it up. Although I suppose I could pop the back glass out and redo it, but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But I haven't finished the decal set yet. I still gotta do that. And like I said, I have a lot of other cars in front of that car that I need to finish. But that would be a fun little thing. Trying to go to World Cup. All right, so here's the dilemma that we currently sit in. My wife's sister's fiance's grandmother lives in LA. And so the plan is tentatively that we're going to go out to LA for some games. Some tickets were purchased because some people were some visa holders and got early access, and so we have some tickets next year for some games in LA. Now getting flights and all that kind of stuff, we'll have to see, but yeah, unfortunately there was nothing really that close to us up here, so that's a little disappointing. But Atlanta or Miami, that would be cool. I'm not loving the price, but it is a once in a lifetime experience, maybe twice in a lifetime, because the World Cup was here in '94. So it is something cool. I'm not sure if Messi's gonna play, but I was telling my wife today, I was like, could you imagine if you were part of the ticket package that got like a US Argentina game and Messi was still playing? Oh, that would be That would be phenomenal. That'd be the best thing ever. Well, maybe not the best thing ever, but that'd be pretty sweet. I was disappointed. I feel like they should have brought games to Columbus, because Ohio State Stadium is like 100 and I think it's like 100,000 or 110,000 or something like that. The thing is it is all outdoors, but yeah, it would have been cool to have one closer to us. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So we might be going out to LA. Do you have family or people that you know in Atlanta and or Miami? I know you said you're from like the Orlando area, so maybe you still have family down in Florida that you could stay with. That would be super ideal. Metal X. Atlanta hosts semifinal game July 15. Okay, semifinal. Miami, yes. Atlanta, no. Okay. Yeah, so we have one U.S. group stage match for the tickets that they bought. We have one group stage match for the United States versus whoever. Obviously, the draw hasn't happened yet. Not all the teams have qualified, so we don't really know. But we have that, and then we have, I think, a round of 16 and a round of 32. Or we have 2 rounds of 32 and 1 round of 16 match. I think they're all at LA. So, obviously, we don't know who the teams are. The draw hasn't even happened yet. Not all the teams have qualified, but we'll have to see who they end up playing. We race Atlanta July 11th, so I'll try to make it work. Dude, that would be pretty convenient. Actually, you guys are going to be out in the what's it, Coronado base, the military base in June. It's like June 21st or something like that. Or I don't remember exactly what it is, but that's pretty like the game that we'll be going to in LA is like that week. Something like that. So yeah. So we'll see, we'll see what ones we end up going to. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll kind of be nice. Well, it'll be a little different because all of the games will be like, I'm pretty sure they'll probably be all like primetime TV, which is very uncommon for soccer for me because we always watch Premier League and it's always in the morning. So this passenger side Metal X goes into the window a little bit, which is kind of funny. It goes back just a little bit. Also, one thing about these is the diecast proportions aren't always right. So it's especially egregious on the trucks. The trucks are really bad in this area right above the rear wheel well. They're very short on the diecast, whereas the real trucks have a very tall space between the wheel well and the top of the bed. So the Xfinity cars aren't too bad. But yeah, that's just another thing that I've noticed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of nice that it'll be in the summer too. Like Qatar was weird because it was in December, or November and December. And I don't know. That's just not World Cup time for me. because I've grown up watching all of the. Let's see, I watched some of '06, Italy, or Germany. It was '06 Germany. Italy won it. Then 2010 was the big one that I got involved with, which was South Africa. Watched the heck out of that. Who won that? Spain? I think Spain won South Africa. Then 2014 Brazil, where Germany won that one against Argentina. That was sad for Messi. I didn't really watch a ton of 2018 Russia because the United States didn't qualify, and also I was working that summer. I was co-oping, so it was kind of hard to watch the games at work. And then 2022 in Qatar, I watched pretty much all of them with Argentina winning it. Who even won? Oh, France won 2018. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the U.S. can do next year. I don't really expect a whole lot out of them, but you never know. They could surprise us. The World Cup's always fun, even despite all of the corruption that it has. Not that it ever has any corruption on display for everybody to see. This car's coming together pretty nicely. It's not going as fast as I had hoped because we've been BSing the whole time, which has been fun, don't get me wrong. So I plan on going till 10, so we do still have about another 50 minutes. But yeah, why don't they bring the Xfinity Series back to Michigan, by the way? They need to do that. Didn't you watch one at Epcot? Yeah, we watched, it was the 2014 Brazil game, or Brazil. It was Germany versus Brazil. Oh, that was a fun one. I remember that like it was yesterday. So I can't remember the name of the pavilion that we were in, but they were showing the game. And it was great because I like Germany. They had a lot of good players on the team, like Mesut Ozil was one that comes to mind. Thomas Müller. I think Manuel Neuer was the goalkeeper at the time. So they had a lot of good players that I knew and recognized the names of and stuff from different leagues around the world. And so we went in there. What was the name of the pavilion? I don't remember. Whatever it was. We go in there, and it's just a sea of yellow. All these Brazilians are just, they have the place overrun by Brazilians. And we got in there, and we got a seat at the back of the pavilion, and it was funny because they're playing the national anthem. All the Brazilians are up on their feet, singing their hearts out. National anthem's going. They're excited. They're hooting and hollering. They're getting crazy. And there were probably like, I don't know, 10, 15 German fans in there. Not a ton. I was leaning German. I wanted to see the Germans win. So after the anthems are over, the Brazilians are creating havoc. They're going crazy. They're going insane. They're having fun. And then Germany scores. And it kind of gets quiet. And then like 3 minutes later, Germany scores again. And then Germany scores again. And Brazil is just absolutely clueless on the pitch. Like Germany's just, I like Brazil. Well, listen, I had a grand old time because all of a sudden, all of these crazy Brazilians that were having so much fun there were like, some of them were crying because like football is a religion in a lot of parts of the world, specifically like Brazil. That's too far back. And all these Brazilians are just crying, and they start filing out, and just slowly these Germans just start coming in. And yeah, it was a fun time. That was one of my fondest memories of any of the World Cups, was being at Disney watching Germany absolutely just destroy Brazil. So that was fun. ending 7-1 on your home field was tragic for Brazil. But yeah, Germany played really, really well, obviously. And they deserved that game. And honestly, they probably deserved that World Cup. Who scored? Mario Götze. It's Mario Götze. It's Super Mario. That was the call to end the match. Yeah, so that was a fun one. That was probably one of my most fun and fondest memories of the World Cup. Any World Cup. Pele. I think Messi is the best. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe recency bias, but the dude is unstoppable. He's won everything there is to win, and he just, I don't know. It's hard to argue against Messi. Messi, Pele, Maradona. You have a lot of really good underrated players. Like, they're still rated pretty high, but like Wayne Rooney was a really good player. You also had what's the Croatian's name? He played for Real Madrid. I can see his face. I can't. What's his name? Oh, this is tragic for me. I can see his face. It's not Rakitic. It's dang. It'll come to me. He's the Croatian number 10. He's the center midfielder. He's really, really good. Luka Modric. Bingo. Yep, Luka Modric. He's really good. I would say he's underrated. I mean, he's had a great career. Unfortunately for Croatia, I don't think they ever won any trophies. But then you have players like Iniesta for Spain, Barcelona. Iniesta was so good. Xavi, David Villa was another good Spanish player. Tons and tons of good players. Like, I do like the Premier League, but some of the best players in the world have never played in the Premier League, which is fascinating to me. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, Luka Modric is really good. I hated him because he played for Real Madrid, and they were Barcelona's arch nemesis when Messi played for Barcelona. But yeah, Luka Modric is a really good player. So, fascinating about this car not having those spikes on the nose. I mean, I would have never thought. But they don't. So, for you guys' reference, like, normally on the car they have the spikes, the red and white spikes that come right in front of the wheel well, but they didn't on this car. So that's just another neat piece of lore, of history for this car. But anyway, for just joining us, we're making Ryan Sieg's Interior Specialist's personal diecast. So he also worked on wrapping this car, and there are some oddities to it. So that's pretty neat, though, because it differentiates it from other cars in his collection and that I've made. So yeah, the main reason I'm making this car specifically is because they got a top 5 at Indianapolis. So this was the Indianapolis car that they ran. It was pretty much the standard Sci-Aps paint scheme, but it's got some quirks. It definitely has some quirks to it, which makes it a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for choosing to spend your Friday evening here on the channel. Hopefully you guys watched the video today that I put out for Cody's cars. Those were really cool. I don't know if he sent them out to the people. I know one of them was going to Tim Pool. The other one was going to the Aeon Water Technology people. So that's pretty cool that, like, not only do these cars, some of them go to the drivers, but some of them also go to the sponsors. So I think that's pretty neat. This one is going to the interior specialist for Ryan Sieg, which is cool. I've made quite a few cars for him in the past. And yeah, so glad you guys could be here. It's been a fun stream so far. We've covered a lot of topics, mostly soccer related. Premier League stuff, some MLS stuff, World Cup, international football. Yeah, so it's been a fun stream. I plan on going till 10, so we got about 40-ish minutes left in the stream. For this one, I'm getting pretty far, so whatever I don't get done on stream, I'll probably just finish up off stream. Instead of doing a second one like we did for the last car the following day. So yeah, we'll probably just do that. And then once I get this car all done and sent out, there will be a video just like Cody's. And then I'll link this live stream if you guys are interested in, for whatever reason, coming back and watching the stream again, see how the car was made. It's always an option. So yeah, this channel's been fun. I'm up to 330 subscribers, which is a lot. I never thought I'd get that many. It is kind of interesting though, how people will subscribe and then just like not watch videos or live streams or whatever. So there's 330 people, but only like 6 tune into this live stream, or 15 watched today's video. So it's a very low percentage. Now I get it, everybody's got things going on. They're not just sitting around watching YouTube all day. But I just find it fascinating because you'll also have channels that have like 100,000 plus subscribers that get maybe 150 people watching the stream, like if they go live. So YouTube is a very strange dynamic. It's a very odd thing, but it's fun. And like I said before, I would just be working on these cars anyway. So I figured I'd just live stream the process, see if you guys enjoy it, see if it generates any interest from people. And I think it has. We've had a bunch of different streams where different people will hop in. So one thing that I've noticed with doing this is it's very hard to get consistent people in the stream. We get a lot of different people that will stop by for like maybe 1 or 2 streams and then I don't see them again, which is fascinating. I'm not some like super psychological kind of person. I like to figure these things out and like nitpick and get into all the details, but I just find it interesting that some people will show up for a stream or 2 and then I'll never see them again, or some people will show up for a stream and then I don't see them for a while, and then months later when I stream again, then they're back. So yeah, it's a very unique thing, this whole YouTube space, this whole YouTube community, I suppose you could call it. But it is fun. I will say it is a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I said before, glad that you're willing and decided to choose to hang out this evening and have some fun time in the chat. Oh, I forgot to put up a poll. Dang it. Hold on. Let me do this again. I did this last stream and I forgot. How do I do this? Hold on. Plus button. Start a poll. Dang it. All right. Well, Ryan, you guys got to remind me to do that. Sieg win a race in 2026. Should I do that one? Add option. No, we don't want an option. Get out of here. Okay. There. Thumbs up. Okay, I added a poll. You guys gotta remind me. I can't remember everything. I think my internet being out before the stream started kind of threw me off today. So we got one yes. I hope so. One vote, one yes. I think in the last video that I did, we had 80-something% say yeah. So hopefully that happens. Man, he better. I hope so. I think the decision the decision that the team has made will play into that. Again, I don't know how much I'm allowed to discuss, but I think with the technical alliance that they have and the resources that they'll probably get next year, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. That's my opinion. I'm obviously quite a bit disconnected from everything, but wouldn't it be cool if he just has like a breakout year and wins like 7 races? Connor Zilic style year. Wins every intermediate track and maybe a road course just for fun. And maybe gets rid of all the bad luck. Jeez. I don't know if there's another team out there that has worse luck than the 39 team. And he carried it over to the 41 team at Phoenix. Ah, jeez. Yeah, hopefully the luck can turn around next year for a 39 team. 3 votes, 3 yeses. I like it. I like the optimism. You love to see it. We had 7 people in here a moment ago. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys... Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. Based off of what I heard at Watkins Glen, giving me the headset to listen to and hearing firsthand the communication, I don't think it's going to be a road course unless some like insane tire strategy happens and like, or fuel strategy, which I suppose I'll get on my soapbox for a minute. If they could get rid of stage cautions and not waste like 10 laps under caution, no, I know that's an exaggeration, but multiple laps under caution, that would be great from a viewer standpoint. Because here's where my comparisons come in. NASCAR is not comparable to most other sports. The only one I will compare it to is soccer, because generally speaking, soccer is continuous. It has a running clock, and play doesn't typically stop for all that long or all that often. Whereas like football, every 5 seconds they stop. Basketball, it's kind of the same thing. Baseball, it's very slow. I would love to see NASCAR. I love the green flag racing. I love the strategy. And they kind of took that away with the stage cautions. I would be great for yeah, I'm sure it would be. Yeah, I hear you. I don't hate the idea of awarding stage points at different parts of the race. I can live with that. I don't like it, but I can live with that. I don't think a caution needs to be thrown in multiple laps to be wasted. That brings me to my next point about the point system. Again, if you want to have the stage points, fine, okay. But I think you got to be going to a full season points. And I saw Adam Stern tweet. I saw a tweet that he heard that executives from multiple organizations were told that NASCAR was leaning towards staying with the playoffs next year, and they just came out with their start time, their schedules with the start times on them, and the last 10 races were in bold denoting playoffs, and I am not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. If that's the case, if they really, it's a no run. I don't know how much NASCAR I plan on watching next year if it's a 3-3-4. Like, I'll watch the Xfinity Series. I don't think if it's actually a 3-3-4, I'm not watching the Cup Series next year. Yeah, I'm checking out. I can't. I've been a fan for 20 plus years. If that's the decision that they're going, I can't do it. I can't do it. I would have accepted a 10 race chase. I don't like resetting the points. I don't like the playoffs. I don't like the chase system. I would have accepted a 10 race chase. If what you're saying is correct and it's a 3-3-4, I'm good. I'm checking out. I'll go watch other stuff. I'll go watch MLS. I'll go watch Premier League. I don't need to watch NASCAR because clearly they don't care what their fans think. And I know it's been a hot topic on social media and other drivers have been saying a lot of stuff, but like my thing with NASCAR is every team faces every other team, all their opponents. The wise man once said, yeah, NASCAR. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. You race against every single one of your opponents at every single venue, at every single track, at the same condition, at the same time. And you see your competition at every stage of the season at the same time. So you're given all the same conditions. Like you can't go, like in the Premier League, you play every single team home and away. And so some teams will be better at the beginning of the season. Some teams will be better at the end of the season. It's a toss-up, or in the middle of the season, whatever. But you at least face your opponent once at home, once away, the whole season. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year is the champion because they were the best all year long. That's what I think NASCAR should adopt. I'm just a fan who's in their target demographic between 18 and 35-year-old or whatever it is. So I'm that young-ish fan that they want to keep around. And if what you're saying is true, that it's a 3-3-4, then they clearly don't care too much. Because every time I did like that fan council or whatever, so I've put my opinion in every time. Like, just please go for 36 races. That's all we want. I don't like the cars. There's a lot of things I don't like, and they just keep trending in the wrong direction. And the numbers reflect that. You see that in the broadcast numbers. And they just drop off at the end of the season, and they have been dropping. Like, I don't know. I'm so tired of talking about it, and it disappoints me. I'll probably watch the Xfinity Series because I know you guys, and I care about how you guys do. And I don't really watch the Xfinity Series for the whole season format and how it plays out. I want to see how you guys do on a race-to-race basis. So that's really why I watch the Xfinity Series. Not to mention the racing in your series is better than the Cup Series. These cars are better. They produce better racing. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a 99.5% chance that I just check out of all Cup Series next year. Way better. Listen, I'm not just saying this because you're here and I'm working on an Xfinity car, but the Xfinity Series is head and shoulders above the Cup Series in racing, in watchability, in it's more interesting. And I just, honestly, I know like the Cup Series is the pinnacle, yada yada, like it's the best, but I would much rather turn on the Xfinity Series than I would the Cup Series any given weekend. Doesn't matter the track. I would much rather watch the Xfinity Series. And I'm super glad that it's on the CW because I can get that on my digital antenna. So I don't even have to pay for a subscription or anything for cable. So, hey Emily, welcome to my rant. It's been a fun stream, but you've reached the portion where I am ranting about the point system again. Surprise, surprise. Now, if what Mr. Dorman here is telling me about the 334 for next year, and then they're going to change it, so you're saying they're going to change it after 27, or they're going to change it starting with 27? Because they got to pick one and go with it. Like, take MLS as an example. They made some pretty sweeping changes this year. And I think it's going to be to the benefit of the league. Why can't NASCAR be like, you know what? We're just going to, it might hurt in the short term. It might hurt in the short term, but in the long term, it's, yeah, I know. It better not be the 334. That's all I got to say. Braden, how you doing? Welcome to the rant. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. I was on my soapbox a little bit about the point system again. Listen, if they go to a full 36 race format, you will never hear me talk about points again. I will never complain about the points again. No, that's an L. Boo. Robert, you're just in here dropping all sorts of bad news for me today. Braden, I'm doing pretty good. You know, Robert's just bringing all of the bad news into the chat today. He's a pretty reputable guy. He's on the inside, so he knows things. But he's bringing all of the bad news into the chat. So if what you're saying is true, Braden, he's on the inside. Let's say that. He's well within NASCAR. So he's pretty reputable. Now if he's wrong, we'll have to be having a discussion, Robert. But I think he's pretty reputable. So if what you're saying is true, which I would assume that it is, just NASCAR making more decisions that don't align with what I would like to see. But that's fine. That's fine. I don't have to watch next year. It's all good. Also, Cup Director is changing if that matters to anyone. I don't even know who the Cup Director is now. Is it Steve Phelps? From what I'm hearing, you must hate the new shed body. I think it was a lot of hype for like not a lot of change. I mean, I don't know if I hate it, but they didn't really do a whole lot, you know? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it. It's fine. I would die more on the points hill than I would the Chevy body. Okay. Yeah, see, is it Mike O'Donnell? Steve Phelps? Who else? Steve O'Donnell? I don't even know. Like years ago, I used to pay attention to that stuff. I don't even pay attention to that stuff anymore. It didn't change Xfinity body, so it doesn't really affect me. Yeah, but with the information that you said about Xfinity changing to a more Cup similar ride in 2027, that would have been pretty cool. Or a Corvette. But yeah, nah. Yeah, if the Xfinity Series car does change, oh man, I might have to actually just peace out from NASCAR. Like, it's the most toxic relationship I have ever. bring back the Monte Carlo. Just do that. I'd buy one. I probably wouldn't because I'm not looking for a car at the moment, but car is looking good. Thank you. Bring some positivity into the stream. Yeah, the car is looking good. We're back up to 7 people watching, so that's fun. That's always a good time. The more people, the merrier, I suppose. Glad you guys are enjoying your time here on the Diecast Driven channel. I think I'm going to be done ranting for the day. 5 of you voted in the poll if Ryan's going to win a race next year. And 5 of you said yes. It's unanimous. He's going to get a dub. I could see it happening either at a super speedway or at an intermediate track. He was running pretty good at Martinsville, I'm pretty sure. Zach's watching too, just not on YouTube. Oh, well, what's up, Zach? Glad you're here, my friend. Oh. All right, let's see what to do. All right, we got like 20 minutes left. I don't know. It's kind of been a fun stream. I don't really want to end. What do you guys think? Have you been having fun? I feel like Christopher Bell. This is fun. We're having fun. Yeah, top 10 before Corey Day happened. Okay, yeah, that's what I couldn't remember exactly, but I thought he was having a pretty good run at the Ville. And then, yeah. Like I said, you guys have to have some better luck next year. It has to change. Something has to change. Oh, the Protein Wizard. Yeah, Zach sent me some of those videos. I have no comments. It's something. It's definitely something. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully a 39 team can find some luck next year. You guys got to search for that Jimmy Johnson golden horseshoe that he had for all those years. That Kevin Harvick alluded to so nicely. Yeah, weird is... I don't want to say weird is an understatement because it definitely is true, but... Yep. Man, Robert, you just like... I don't want to say you ruined my night, but you brought some big old rain clouds over my track. I was just getting excited because I was hoping that wouldn't be the case, but yep. I'm gonna still hold out hope. I'm expecting the worst, but I'm hoping for the best. I'll watch the Xfinity Series because you guys are all right. You guys are all right. Nah, you're good. You're just the messenger. You're just the messenger. Now, one question I do have, though, for you is, are the sentiments that I share similar to people inside the industry? Specifically, like in your role, drivers, crew members, or do they more align with the NASCAR executives? Because I have a feeling they're probably more towards like my views, but I'm interested to know. Yes, I don't know what. Yes, more like me. I'm just gonna let it sit there. Because if that's the case, then I hope this lawsuit, most people are closer to our views. Ooh, okay, I see. See, I knew you were all right. If that's the case, then I hope this lawsuit takes NASCAR to the cleaners. Like, the And I know you're just the messenger, so it's not your fault. But yeah, I had a feeling that, like, you were starting to see that come through the cracks this year. I think Christopher Bell made some comments. I feel like Chase Elliott made some comments about the points. Buescher might have said something. Ryan Preece. I don't want to say it's funny, but like the biggest defender of the playoffs is Joey Logano, or what I've seen is Joey Logano. And so if there were no points reset in playoffs and all that stuff, chase, whatever you want to call it, Logano, I think he only wins one title, but now he has 3. And there is no way you can tell me that Logano's as good of a driver as Tony Stewart was. I refuse to listen to it. And if Logano is to win one more of these playoff format races or championships, he will be on the same level as Jeff Gordon. There is no way you can tell me that Logano is as good a driver as Jeff Gordon. I will not hear it. I can't. And that's just the way that the point system is. Credit to him. He has played the system. He has played the cards he's been dealt. But the history books are just riddled with all sorts of BS. Like Harvick would be a 4-time champion. Gordon would be a 7-time champion. Harvick would be a 4-time champion. And Johnson would be like a 3, maybe 2. I think he's 3-time champion. So like he would still have championship, still won a lot of races, still a really, really good driver. But I mean, I don't know. I think Gordon's closer to Earnhardt and Petty than Johnson is. Also, Kyle Busch breaking his leg and missing 11 races wouldn't win a championship. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. If you have to sit down with a whiteboard and explain it to a new fan, it's probably not a good system. But can't we just talk about soccer again? It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Should I go longer? I'm really not even that tired yet. What do you guys think? Should I keep going? Should I just go until I get this car done? Or should we end it at the 2-hour mark? What do you guys think? Still got about 15-ish minutes left. So, what do you guys think? End it at the 2-hour mark or keep it going? If you want to, why not? Well, I don't know if I want to or not. My goal was to stream for 2 hours, but I'm not really tired, and we're making good progress on the car, so I figured I might as well just keep going. And you guys have been having some fun in the chat. We've been having some pretty good conversations, pretty productive. So I figured, why not? Just keep going. I mean, if you guys are gonna hang around, then I'll just keep streaming. Like, I don't mind it. Like I said, I want to get this car done. Oh my gosh, the E on the real car was kind of peeling off. That's funny. Finish the car and then wrap up. All right, Braden has spoken. Finish the car. I'll get most of it done. One thing I also did notice about this one is on the B post, apparently I missed something as well when I was making these decals. This is an embarrassing sheet, but the white underlay, I had the leftover 2 center decals, and on the real car it didn't have that. It had just the top and bottom decals, so I'll address that in a minute. All right, let's put the headlights on the grill, and then we'll start then we'll start putting the overlays on top. I'll do the hood last only because the hood opens up. And I like to do that one last because it goes across the hood and I have to cut it with the razor blade. So yeah, like tonight we're not going to do this decal because that's for the windshield banner. We're not going to do this decal. It's a windshield banner. These decals back here are for the back side glass, so we won't do those. Same thing with this. This is for the back glass, back windshield, and that as well. So basically, we're down to those two. Those go on top. That one. Let's throw these ones on too. Give us some extra water. This was trying to escape. That Goodyear. Oh, and these. So I do put my logo underneath the hood of the car. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Did you hear about Jared running? I did not hear that they're running the 500 again. Are they doing the same kind of gig with Justin Allgaier, or who are they bringing in? I did not hear that they were doing that. That's going to be another big money diecast. That Justin Allgaier car, holy cow, sold for tons of money. It sold out so fast, and then it also, like, people were reselling it, sold for so much. I thought about buying one, but I don't really have room to just buy random cars. Like, the cars that I have and the cars that I'm going to be buying have to be very specific. Like, if they're either going to be Ross Chastain wins, or they're going to be William Byron wins. Those are the only cars I'm buying anymore. Pretty much same number and sponsor, just a new font. Okay, that's fine. For the junior fans, that's exciting, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Junior had a video. I saw him talking about the fact that he had quite a bit of input in the design of the car, which I thought was pretty cool. It's cool how much he cares and is involved. I do appreciate and like that about him. I was never the biggest Junior fan when he raced, primarily because it was him versus Gordon, kind of, in the early 2000s. So it was really weird when he came over to Hendrick Motorsports too. That was a strange timeline. But yeah, I've really grown to like him outside of his racing, and how much he cares for the sport and how much effort he puts into it. It's pretty cool to see. Now, if he could just if he could pull some strings and get the point system changed, that'd be great, but whatever, I'm just gonna leave that there. So get the headlight in place. Same number and sponsor. What was it? Was it Traveler's Whiskey? Or something like that? Guys, we're so close to hitting double digits. We got 7 people watching right now. I appreciate all of you guys being here. This is fun. If you want to know what it looks like, it looks like Sterling Marlin's 40. Ooh, the silver bullet. I love that paint scheme. That was like the paint scheme I grew up watching. Those were the days. Those were the days. I could Google it really quick. Give me a second. I'll look it up. I'll share it. I'm getting pretty good with it. Well, I'm really not that good at this streaming thing, but I now have it so I can capture my other screen. I know it's not that impressive, but let me see. Did they really? Well, I'm assuming there is. Let's see. You had 11. I had 11 people watching at some point? Whoa. That's cool. Didn't notice that. Let's see here. I had 11. That's pretty cool. I'm not seeing next year's car. All the things I'm just seeing on it were this year's car. This one. Where did you see the rendering of it? Or did you see a rendering of it? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look on the Lionel forum or something. Because those guys are always pretty good about posting the news. Scheme is not yet. Oh, I gotcha. 15. Where are you seeing these numbers? I am not seeing these numbers. Are you making them up? You're just trying to pump up my ego. I see how it is. It's fine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. See, now it says 8. That's pretty cool. We're almost there. We're so close. Also, though, my stream is... This thing is super laggy. I think my computer is, like, going to catch on fire. It can't handle the numbers that we're doing. The 8 people watching. Oh, now it says 10. Whoa. Nope, now it says 7. And I was just talking about the number font, by the way. Oh. Yeah, I'm lagging on my end, too. I don't know what the deal is. My internet... Oh, yeah, so that was the other thing. My internet went out earlier, like, literally right before the stream. So, we're lucky that we're even back. Mine, too. Everybody's lagging? How about now? Is it better? The number font. Okay. Nah, you're good, Braden. It's all good. Mine too. Well, hopefully those 10, the extra people that jumped in for those like 2 seconds weren't disappointed with the poor quality of the stream. Better? Okay. Yes. Okay. Apparently, I can only do like one thing on my computer before it decides that that's too much. I might have to like restart it, clear everything off of it. It's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will believe this, but the laptop that I'm streaming from is from 2015 when I first went to college. So it's a little old. Not better. Ah, jeez. Maybe I just need to get a new laptop. Oh, okay. Ah. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. The stream probably knows that we're nearing the 2-hour mark. And it's like, okay, it's time to be done. New laptop. Yeah. What, my 2015 laptop isn't good enough for you? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling me? That my laptop's so slow because it's old? All right, maybe that's something I'll invest in. I need to get super chats, so you guys got to send me super chats. I need to grift a new laptop. That's not me. Don't send me money. That was a joke. All right, as long as it's okay. Is the audio at least good? No, don't send me money. Hopefully the audio is at least good. If the video is a little bit laggy, that's okay. Maybe I'll look into getting a new laptop. Not that I really want to, but I probably should. My view of the stream. Okay. Audio is good. All right. Sorry for all the problems, guys. Clear? Okay. Apple computer. I don't know about an Apple computer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You know, it's funny. Well, I don't know if funny is the word. My other computer was having problems charging. So, like, I don't know if I need to... I don't know what I need to do for that one as well. I hope I don't need to get a new battery. He needs to get update iPhone. Listen, my iPhone SE or 8, whatever it is fine. All right. Actually, I just got a new work phone. It's on its way, so I can use my work phone as an upgrade. Actually, I don't even think I need to do that. My phone's fine. I'm gonna get a flip phone if you guys keep bugging me about it. All right. Let's get into the top layer of the decals. So 39 for the back. We'll get some metal X on the sides. Yeah, we're right around the 2-hour mark. I think we're going all right. We'll probably be able to get this done in a half hour. Because Joe Jr. Yeah. No, it is not the Akron Zips Z, unfortunately. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the Sci-Aps, whatever their brand is, laser guns or something. Ugh. I was going to record my Diagostini today. I got all the video done. I got all the video edited. I put in the transitions. I got everything done with it. And then I just have to record the audio. And I started doing that today, but I didn't get to it yet. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I definitely want to have it posted by Sunday. I definitely want to have that D'Agostini model out by Sunday because I got the next one sitting over here and then the next one just shipped to the house. So it should be coming next week. And I don't know. I need to catch up on those. I constantly fall behind on those videos. It's just because they take a long time to do. But it'll be fine. Those are my most watched videos on the channel. Everybody loves the D'Agostinis. Which is good. I'm glad. Because I do put a lot of time and effort into those videos. I don't know if you guys can hear my laptop's fan going a mile a minute. That thing, actually, it wouldn't be going a mile a minute because that's linear motion. It'd be going a revolution a second. Or RPM, I suppose, revolution per minute. Radial motion. All right, so all 6 people in the poll said that Ryan's gonna win a race next year. I like your guys's. I like where your heads are at. All right, maybe we'll go for another 15 minutes. How about that? We'll do 2 hours and 15 minutes. We'll get you guys out of here at a respectable time. And then you'll just have to keep your eyes peeled for the video whenever I get this thing done. I'll post it, and then you guys will see it out on the channel. We're not wrapping it up yet, but we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm glad that you guys have been able to hang out for most of the night. It's been fun. We've had some good conversations. It's been a good time. And the car looks pretty good too. I mean, that's not that the conversations are important, but like the whole reason we do this is to decal a car. And if the car doesn't look good, then what's the point of even doing it? Because like I've said before in the past, I would be decaling these cars anyway. And with that, I would either be listening to somebody else stream, or I would be listening to music, podcast, something. But man, is this stream like that delayed? I said that a while ago. Man, I gotta look into it. I gotta see what else I can delete off of that laptop to make it run faster. It's basically nothing. I basically have nothing on that laptop. It should be running as fast as it possibly could, but I don't know if OBS or Camo is hurting it, but maybe I'll have to look into another streaming software or something. I don't know. I feel like OBS is fine. It's free. Starting to like the audio still goes out. What the heck? I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to figure it out. I'll try and get it better for the next stream. I don't know what it is. I need to get a better setup. I now have like 300 something subscribers and like almost 10 people watch the streams. So I got to make sure you guys are getting the best viewing experience you can. Otherwise, why would you tune in? What a small block. Is that a small block Chevy? Small block Chevy? Yeah. I don't think it fit in my computer, but yeah, an interesting thing about the stream lagging tonight, though, is I didn't get an error on my screen. Sometimes when it gets real bad, it'll say that there is an error. Like YouTube is not receiving good video footage. But I didn't get that tonight. So I find that kind of odd that you guys are seeing quite a bit of lagging, but the streaming software has not said that. I find that bizarre, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll look into it before the next one. I only have 2 more cars to really do. One is the other one for Ryan Sieg, which that one's the Phoenix car, so it won't really take that long to do. And then the other one's one for myself. It's the one that I have my name on from 2022. Ryan Vargas Daytona 2 top 10 car. So yeah, I'll be doing that one at some point in the not too distant future. And then maybe one day I'll do a stream where we make Cody's cars, the 164s. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't really like working on those. But yeah. Your first race. It was your first. You have that car. What a strange, like, crossing of paths, so to speak, because I've been a NASCAR fan my whole life. Went to school for engineering so that I could get into NASCAR. Didn't happen. Whatever, that's fine. But like, super random that opportunity popped up, and I paid, I think it was like $20 to put my name on that car. And then it just so happened to be your first race. He gets a top 10. I think he finished 6th. And so I end up making the car for myself. And then obviously with it being your first race, you wanted that car as well. So what a strange, like, intersection of paths. A little random, but Auto Club looks bad. It's not too random because it is NASCAR related, but talk about like just sad. Yeah. Auto Club, rest in peace. Pour one out for Auto Club, boys. It's a shame. I liked that track. I don't think there was ever a time that I didn't like that track. It's Michigan's sister track, so I mean, I've been to Michigan so many times. Yeah, sad decision. And I thought with them like, as much as I hate the next gen, and believe me, I do, with a passion, there are many grievances that I have with it. It races pretty good at Michigan, and it raced pretty good at Auto Club. So the fact that they tore it down was sad. I got to work the last weekend there. That's cool. Did you take any memorabilia with you? Did you pull some concrete off pit road or something? Break some asphalt off the track or something? A little memento. Not that I would advise that, but they should just abandon it. Yeah. Yeah, are they ever gonna, what were they gonna do? They're gonna turn it into a short track or something? Yeah, I don't see that happening. I mean, I don't want to be a pessimist, but the way NASCAR makes decisions these days, I don't see it happening. Maybe it will. I could be wrong. There's a high probability that I'm wrong, but yeah. All right, so I think we're going to end it here in about 5 minutes. So what we'll do is we'll put these last decals on, and then we'll call it an evening. I have dropped 256 frames. It's a lot of frames. I'm only using 18% of my CPUs, 11%. Technically, a piece of the track did get stuck in our grill, tore a hole in the nose. That's pretty funny. That is kind of funny, actually. That kind of reminds me of the 2004 Martinsville race when Jeff Gordon got that piece of track that tore up the right front of that car when the track came apart. Or the Brickyard of 04, where it seemed like ballast or something came out of somebody's car and punched a hole in the front valence of it. Yeah. That is pretty cool that you got to, well, not you, but he kept the piece of the track. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, we'll end it. We'll end it here as soon as we get these last decals on. I hope you guys have had fun. This has been a fun stream. One of my favorites so far. Like I said, it's gone a little bit longer than what we normally do, but the car looks pretty good. Don't have too many complaints about it. Yeah, I like it. I like the white spoiler on it. It's pretty cool. It adds a differentiating aspect to it. So, yeah. Oh man, though, I'm disappointed. Like if NASCAR actually is going to 334, that's just a gut punch. Maybe you're just messing with me. That's what I'm gonna believe. Because you know my stance on the points, and so you're probably just messing with me. I'm gonna hold on to the hope that I have that it will be full season. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. Do you guys like the stream on a car? Was the spoiler off our Atlanta car? Okay, so that's why I was waiting. All right. Well, I like it because it changes the aesthetic of the car. I think that's pretty neat. See, I also like knowing all of like the tidbits of information, the quirks of the car, hearing the different things. Jason Alexander, in one of the streams when we were talking about his Truck Series debut, he was telling us, and I think the stream's still out there, so if you guys want to go back and look at it, he was telling us that truck ride came together like at the last minute, and they threw a bunch of decals on the car. Like the nose number was made out, like they cut it out of a bunch of different decals. And same thing with the back windshield glass on the truck. Like they didn't have, I don't know, the proper decal kit or something, so they had to borrow letters from another team. Like it's just stories like that are kind of cool, that you don't really hear about ever from like mainstream NASCAR media or personnel. But I always find those fascinating. Just like these blue Goodyears. Why were these Goodyears blue instead of yellow? Is there an explanation for that? Were they off of a different paint scheme or something? Now I'm going to ask you about every single possible personality trait of these cars. Like, why was it this? Why was it that? Why was it this? Why was it that? All right, 3 more decals, and then we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Well, actually, 4 more. I mentioned this before. Crew chief thought the yellow was bad luck. That's funny. Matt. Right? Matt Noyce, I think is the crew chief. That cracks me up. Clearly that wasn't it, because you guys had a slew of bad luck at the end of the season. So it definitely wasn't that. Ran great at Indy. Definitely ran great there. Everything after that, a lot of shenanigans. Well, he just wanted to make sure that you were staying busy and weren't getting into too much trouble. That's all. Also, is Ryan's middle name start with an S? Because I don't fully understand why it's RSS Racing. Ryan, because I always want to say RSS like Ryan Sieg Racing, but that would be RSR. So am I missing something? Do I just not know the full context? Or am I just too lazy to look it up? Yes, Shane. Oh. All right. My hunch was correct. So Ryan Shane Sieg Racing. So it's RSSR. Whoa, that's pretty close to USSR. You might want to... It's a good thing his first name's not Ulysses. That would be pretty funny, though. All right. One more decal here, gentlemen and ladies, and we will call it an evening. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it, as always. I thought it was a fun stream. I see some people already pieced out. They're like, 2.5 hours? That's too long. Oh, another proportional thing about these diecast are this part of the nose between the hood and the front grille. Way too short on the diecast. Way too short. and this cowl is integrated into the hood of the real cars. So, you know, it would also open with the hood, not what it does now. So that's another quirk, another thing about the diecast that is wrong compared to the real car. But anyway, so I have to shrink down the Ford a little bit to get it to look right. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining. It's been a fun stream, a lot of information here. We've been all over the place. We've covered a lot. So I'll finish this off stream and then you guys will see a video of it later. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for the next one. If you haven't already, go check out today's video of Cody Dennison's cars. I think it turned out pretty nice. And other than that, take one last look at it. Beautiful Indianapolis top 5 diecast from Ryan Sieg Racing. I hope you have a good night as well. Thank you again for joining and making the stream a fun time. We will talk to you guys later. Until next time, have a good one. Bye, guys.